Welcome back, everybody. The Nomad Chef is here. The world on a plate. I like that.
It is.
Yes. How are you?
I'm very good. How are you?
Good.
It's been a while since your lovely crew came to my kitchen.
Yes. Was that the last time we saw you?
That's right. It was a few months ago now.
Yeah.
I believe Ryan here behind the camera was one of the wonderful team.
Well, he wanders in aimlessly at places.
Yes. I wander too.
Sometimes it's work-related, sometimes not. You've got some potato, looks like potato chips.
Well, it is, and the reason it's cut this thinly is that we're going to use it as a thickener. The theme for today is soups that work for everybody.
Yes.
No matter what your diet is, whether you're trying to lose weight, whether you are in a gluten-free diet because you have celiac, if you have nut allergy, if you're vegan, if you're vegetarian. And that's why we're not starting with butter and sauteed onion and all that. Straight up.
Because you don't have to?
Because you don't have to, absolutely. So you can keep the calories down, but keep the flavors all the way up.
I like that in a soup.
Right, and what we do here, we use straight up water, but you could use vegetable stock, you could use chicken stock, you can use whatever stock you'd like.
The stock is not important unless it's got too much sodium in it.
Well, yes, and I'm talking here about fresh homemade stock.
Okay.
So it doesn't have a lot of salt, but also it increases the flavor. However, you can work with water, and as you'll see when this is done, it will be just as delicious because we'll let the flavors of the actual vegetables speak for themselves.
You've got lots of broccoli.
That's right, we have broccoli, and I'm actually adding also the stems that have been peeled because they have a lot of flavor, so it intensifies the taste and the smell of broccoli, which is unfortunately an underrated vegetable. A lot of people don't really feel that it's exciting, but you know what?
That and Brussels sprouts, completely underrated.
That's right, but if you cook them properly, let them shine, and really all you need here is just basic salt and pepper, and the salt in itself enhances and polishes the flavor. It lifts it up.
Right.
So you end up with really clear, unobliterated flavor of broccoli. Like the one I have here is broccoli and cheddar.
Right.
Now, it's one of the variations you could have, very popular. And what happens is you take the same broccoli and you add additional flavors to it.
Can I buy your soups?
You absolutely can, and this is what we have. Whatever happens to be on the market that week gets on the menu.
Okay.
And if it's not fresh, and if it's not seasonal, if it's not local, we don't make it.
Okay. We got a minute and a half to go. What do you want to do?
Basically, all we have to do now is wait for this to cook. So just put the lid on for a couple of minutes.
Okay.
Add a bit of salt.
Right.
For flavor. And once this is cooked, the potatoes will act as a thickener. So that soup will be pureed and the season will be adjusted and it's ready to serve.
Really?
It takes as long as the broccolis will take to cook.
That's it?
That's it. And then when we serve it, we can garnish it with
pine nuts?
Pine nuts that have been roasted or a ground almond nut. You can add a slice of lovely Quebec goat cheese.
Right.
You can add some cream if you want it to increase the richness. But without any of that, it's straight up, simple, ready.
No
the next
kidding.
soup we're going to be doing is with the same idea. We're going to add a little bit of peas.
Right. Those are just frozen peas?
That's right.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we're already past the time when we can get them fresh.
Yeah.
But because they freeze them instantly after they've been picked, what you have is they seal in the freshness and the flavor.
Oh, they're just like...
it's just as good as fresh.
Brand new.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so even as winter's coming, you don't have to stop eating fresh.
Okay. And what's this soup going to be? Just peas and potatoes?
Well, actually, no. The potatoes, again, is the thickener, so you won't see much of the flavor when you eat it, but we'll garnish it with some lovely pineapple mint, which I've just picked this morning from my garden.
That's pineapple mint?
That's right. So it's playing the classic, the French peas Saint-Germain, which is peas and spearmint. We just, go a step further and use a variation of mint to make the flavor a bit more exciting. So you think you know what you're eating until you taste it, and then there's that little surprise of flavor there.
Chef, that's exactly how I cut my pineapple mint,
you know
just
what?
like you did.
That's one thing. And the other thing I want you to help me with, Kurt.
I want to see this. I don't know how to cut these. Do you know how to cut these, Langer?
Basically, all you do is you take both ends off.
Okay, yes.
And then go through the pepper like that, and then on its side, simply go in.
Oh, roll it.
And roll it, and as you roll it, you take the core out.
Oh.
And then from there,
remove
the seeds.
Right.
And then cut from the side, the inside, and simply...
Just like that?
Just like that.
Like red pepper French fries, right there.
That's right.
Okay.
We call them bâtonnette or julienne, or you can cut them, thin.
Even thinner if you want.
You can shave them paper thin. And
Chef,
we'll
you're
use
going to
this for
stick
garnish.
around. We're going to finish off our soups here.
Beautiful.
Okay. Jeff, I'm watching and learning. You're cutting.